Hey guys, Jim at Rainwater Equipment and Rain Harvesting Supplies here today. Was just visiting Home Depot to get some PVC parts and noticed their Norwesco 2,500 gallon tanks in the parking lot. We oftentimes get questions about how our tanks are different from these and why they're better. And so what I'll do is take a minute here to kind of show you the differences and why these tanks are not ideal for water storage or rainwater collection. While they are appropriate for storing potable water, there are some different features with our tanks that these don't have. The first problem is that you only have one place to connect to the tank, and that's here at the top. So if you want to fill the tank from the top of the sidewall, it's great for well water, that's fine. But oftentimes you need to make a connection elsewhere on the tank, and there's only one riser. There's no additional spots on these tanks that have flat spots where you can add additional fittings. And if you want to put a level gauge on one of these, like our Levitator, for example, which are ideal with poly tanks, they don't work well. And here's why. When you go to put your level gauge on, you have to drill 2 holes in the top of the tank. And when you do that, when the water level reaches that level gauge where the holes are, it begins to spill out right here. So you're going to lose capacity, where with our tanks there's a flat spot on the top. You can install that level gauge. The other issue is the overflow. If you're collecting rainwater, you always need to have an overflow on your tank so the water has a place to go when it's full. These tanks don't have flat spots on the top of the sidewall to add an overflow, so you got to put it right here. Well, that takes a 2,500 gallon tank and turns it into like a 2,200 gallon tank, so that's no good. So anyway, that's one issue with these tanks. The other is that there's only one flat spot on the sidewall where the adapter is here for the 2-inch outlet to connect. And with our tanks, there's 4 different spots, all at 90 degrees from one another. And finally, the final issue is the lid. You see the lid? It does not have an opening for you to run a rainwater collection pipe into the top. So that's another problem. So if you're going to collect rainwater, I'd stay away from these Norwesco style tanks. Go with one that we carry from Bushman, or what used to be called Polymart. Those are much better suited for rainwater collection and frankly for just about any potable water storage when you're using polyethylene. Otherwise, the thickness of the tanks is essentially the same. Again, Jim Rainwater Equipment. Give us a call if you need assistance with these water storage solutions, water pumps, filtration, UV, all kinds of other fittings. Give us a call at 877-331-7008 if you need assistance.